Hey guys, I am back. um, Here it is, Saturday. I don't have anything to do. I still don't have any friends down here, guys. Like, making friends as an adult is like the fucking pits. Like, why ain't none of y'all tell me it was gonna be difficult to make friends in your 30s? Like, wait a minute, no. Ignore that 30 part. But no, anyway. Yeah, so I'm sitting here on a Saturday with nothing to do, nobody to hang out with, and I figured instead of throwing myself a little pity party, why not just do something I enjoy? I talk to my friends here on the internet. So I decided to come to you guys with a book haul, as you can see from the title. These are just books that I have collected from like January, mostly in January. I think all of them were purchased in January. One of the boxes that I got, I don't think came until the first couple of days of February, but I definitely believe I purchased it in January. Either way it go, the shit I done bought in 2017 so far. So without further ado, let me get on with this. But first, latte. So good, so good. First book I have is Feed by M.T. Anderson. I can't quite remember exactly what this is about. If I'm not mistaken, it's a dystopian. I can't remember. It's been years since I put it on my Goodreads TBR. I saw this at Half Price Books when they had their dollar sale back in January, and I couldn't pass it up, especially because I was walking around the store for like 35 minutes and hadn't had anything in my hand until I ran across this. So yeah, I had to get this. The next two books I have are a part of a series, one in which I actually read the first book to absolutely loved it. These two are not full-length novels. They're novellas in the series. You know how contemporary novels have like the 1.5 and all of that shit. That's what these two are. And that is Beautiful Beginning and Beautiful Bombshell by Christina Lauren. I believe Christina and Lauren are two different people. Christina and Lauren. Yeah. But anyway, these are the novellas of the Beautiful Bastard series. I don't know if it's Beautiful Bastard or just Beautiful series. I don't know. Book one was called Beautiful Bastard. I absolutely enjoyed it, and I do plan on reading the rest of these. And I saw these for $1 and couldn't pass it up. The next book I have is a book that I have been wanting to read for about 2 or so years. It wasn't hyped up on BookTube when I first discovered it on Goodreads, but lately, I think when I started back watching BookTube videos a few months ago, I saw a lot of people talking about this particular book. I didn't buy it because they were talking about it. I bought this because I've been wanting this forever. I kept seeing it in the Barnes & Noble section up in Michigan when I was at home, and I would always pass it up. Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me why I would pass it up. It was only $5, but I kept passing it up. But at Half Price Books, it was just $1, and that is Night Film by Marisha Pessel. And I've been wanting this forever. Couldn't pass it up for $1. Like, I passed it up for $5 for like 6 months. I better not have passed this up for one damn dollar. I better not have. The next book I got from the Dollar Tree. You guys, if you have a Dollar Tree in your area, go in there and peep out their book section. Because the ones down here in Kentucky, because that's where I'm at currently, they be having some decent books. I got a few books on my bookshelf from the Dollar Tree, and I've gifted a book to somebody from the Dollar Tree. And some of them aren't like super popular, but the synopsis sound extremely good. And then some of the Goodreads reviews aren't so bad for them. But yeah, this one is Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. This is actually a book that I have been looking at since last year sometime. Forgive me, my back hurts sitting without any support. And I've been looking at this for a while. I think I was going to get the audiobook when I had Audible. I don't have Audible anymore. I'm too broke for that. But I saw this at the Dollar Tree. Couldn't pass it up for $1. It's in excellent condition. Excellent condition. For $1. Dollar Tree, guys. Do not sleep on the Dollar Tree, especially when it comes to buying books. Because, yeah. And I think that's a murder mystery. Other book I got from the Dollar Tree. This wasn't on my TBR or anything. I just came across it and said, ooh, this seems like it might be decent. Oops, sorry. And that is Gemini by Carol Kessela. I don't remember what this is about. sue me. But I figured it was a contemporary like romance novel of some sort, and it was $1. Had to get it. Another Dollar Tree book, and that is Omens by Kelly Armstrong. I think I have a Kelly Armstrong book back up in Michigan in my collection. I don't know. I read the synopsis while I was at the Dollar Tree. It sounded pretty good, so I decided I'm gonna get it. $1. Yep. The next book is a book that I got from the Half Price Books dollar sale, and this is a book that's a part of a series that I should have been finished, okay? I should have been finished this series forever ago, especially when I found out this series was no longer going to be a 5-book series. It's a trilogy. I should have finished it. I still haven't read book 2, but now I have book 3. So when I go back home and I get all my books, I'm going to read book 1 to see if I get all the feels again, and then I'm going to get I have book 2. Then I'm going to read book 2, and then I'm going to read book 3. And that is End of Days by Susan E. I don't think was I doing YouTube? No, I was definitely not doing YouTube when I read Angel Fall. But it was one of my favorite books of the year. I think I read Angel Fall the year before I got my first BookTube channel. Yeah. Angel Fall was my top book of that year. I definitely remember that. And I just hope the series stayed as good as it was. Like I said, I'm going to reread Angel Fall when I go and get it, just to make sure I have everything freshened in my head, because it's been about 4 years, a good 4 or so years. Yeah. The next book I have is also from the Half Price Books dollar sale, and that is Crazy Love You by Lisa Unger. I think I have one book by her. Never have I read it, but I'm still buying them. Sue me. But I believe she writes like murder mysteries or thrillers or whatever. And she's a pretty, New York Times bestseller. So yeah, couldn't pass it up for $1. I need to read more mysteries. That is a genre that I am so in love with now. Like, that is my favorite genre at this moment. The next is also from Half Price Books dollar sale, and this is an author that I have read. I've read her very first book. I believe it was her first trilogy. I don't know, but this was like back in 2011 or 12. I don't know. That first series was iffy. Actually, you can see book 1 up there on the wall to this particular spinoff series. But I have all of the books from that trilogy, and I still want to read it. Yes, 5 years later, I still want to finish this trilogy, because that's just how I am. If I decide I don't want to read it, I won't read it. But for now, I want to read it. I have book 1 up there on my shelf to the spinoff series, and book 2 is Rise by Andrea Kremer. Like I said, I have her Nightshade series. Nightshade wasn't the best for me, but I still enjoyed it, and I still plan on finishing the series if I happen to change my mind, which I don't think I will, because it's the spinoff series. This is spinoff series to Nightshade, so I definitely want to read through that, and then I want to get through this. So yeah, this is just book 2 in her, I don't know, it still say Nightshade series. So book 2 in the spinoff to the Nightshade series. So we're gonna go with that. So that was it for the Dollar Tree and Half Price Books. Books that I got, all for $1. All of them that I showed you were $1. Score. The next set of books I got are from the Book Outlet's 15% off sale. I wanted to go bananas. Like, I wanted to buy so many books. There's a good 15 or 20 books sitting in my cart right now waiting for me to purchase, but I decided I was gonna be just a smidge a bit more frugal, and I only got a few. So here are the books. The first book I have here is Beware the Wild by Natalie C. Parker. I knew nothing about this book until like the week I actually bought it. Oh God, I can't think of her name. Can't think of her YouTube name, but her name is Missy. I'll annotate it. But she either, was it that she hauled this from Book Outlet as well, or she had just read it. One of the two. I think it was a haul, and when she read the synopsis, it sounded so good. So I immediately went to Book Outlet, put it in book 2, because they had book 2 there, in a cart, but I didn't buy book 2. I will say that now. That's not in this this haul because I wanted to read book 1 to see if I actually liked it. Yeah, something about a little boy runs into the wood or some stuff like that. He never comes out, but some other child comes out, and you know, shit happens. So I'm trying to figure out what that shit is that happened in this book. The next book I got is a rebuy because I gifted my brand new copy to somebody. So, and I definitely want to read this, and it was super popular. This entire fucking trilogy is everybody's beloved trilogy. Okay. And that is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Like I said, I already had this book. Somebody gifted to me. Somebody else really wanted it, and so I was just like, well, my copy is brand new. Here, have it. Whatever. And so I just bought me my own copy. The next book I have here actually is not from Book Outlet. I don't know how this got in the sale, Book Outlet sale thing, but this is also from the Dollar Tree, and that is Obsidian Mirror by Catherine Fisher. This is a cover by. I know absolutely nothing about this book. I said, "Ooh, pretty cover. Okay, it's $1. Let's get it." So the last 2 books are definitely from the Book Outlet 15% off sale. They're both by Black authors, and one of them is a rebuy. This first one here that I have to talk about was at one point on everybody's top books of 2015, because I believe that's when it came out. They were so in love with it. Fast forward to the last couple months since I've been back to watching booktube videos heavily. People are calling out problematic issues with this book, which I for one am all for. Keep calling shit out. Keep calling it out. I got a lot of shit that people keep calling out, but I digress. That'll be a whole different video sometime in the future. But I will honestly say the change right now in booktube that I have been experiencing in the last couple of months. I mean, y'all have probably been doing it for the last 9 months since I haven't been on here, but I just been back in the last 3 months, and y'all been making me proud. Y'all been making me all kinds of proud. But yeah, anyway, back to this book. That book is Everything by Nicola Yoon. You guys should know what this is about. So yeah, I won't even go into this because this video is already too goddamn long. Well, the final book that I have here is a book that I already purchased. I've already had in my collection at one point, but somebody wanted to read this book. Somebody just had to have it. My mother. Swear she's gonna read it. I doubt she's read it yet. But I decided that, you know what, I had never read it. She wanted to read it along with my sister and my mother's best friend. Taylor made me promise I was going to buy them this book, you guys. And I promise I am. But right now, I had to think about me. I need this book in my collection. I have to read this book this month. This month, I have to read this book, or I'm just not going to be happy with myself. That book is Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman. You guys already know this is a story where the roles are reversed between white and black people. You guys already know what real life is. But in this particular world, black folks are, you know, running shit, and white people are fighting for the shit we fight for, basically, in real life. So I have to read this. I have to read this month, and I'm so fucking ready for this. I'm so ready for this. So guys, that is it for this book haul. You guys know there will be plenty of book hauls in the future. Plenty. And as the videos progress throughout the year, you guys will see many bookshelves, because hopefully in the next week or 2 I will be going home to get all of my babies and bring them down. Fingers crossed. Bless me with some money so I can go rent this truck so I can get my stuff down here. But yeah, because I'm rambling. If you own any of these books that I just hauled and you want a buddy read, let me know. I got Snapchat, I got Twitter, I got Tumblr, I got all of them. Just let me know and we can read together. We can talk about it on all social media. I'm all for it. Especially if you have this book in your collection or you have the means to get it at your library or online library, however that goes, and you want to buddy read this and discuss this, let's do this. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Fingers crossed that I actually can sit back down here and do this wrap up tonight. If not, I will try for tomorrow. If not, I will see you guys next weekend with another video. Bye.